Hello, hello. I forgot the lights. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's better-ish. It's supposed to be green. Hey, Kayla. How are you? I got to mute my phone here. There we go. That goes over there today. Decided to left today instead of the other way around. So, woohoo! Let's see how that works. So, hi, Lulu. Oh, there. Now my computer is muted too. Sorry about that. Hey, Bo. We are in the middle of a storm with rain right now. And if I lose you, it's probably because I lost power. It is so dark right now. It looks like it's 7:30 at night. It's only 2 o'clock here. And if you can hear it, I don't know, is it raining outside? There was dust blowing around everywhere a little while ago, so I had to close the doors because I didn't want dust getting in the house. But it's really nice and cool outside right now, so I'm probably going to open the doors back up, which means you may hear some thunder. I would rather that you guys hear thunder than it get really stuffy in here. And when it gets humid like this, it gets stuffy really fast. So I apologize. It's not constant noise. It's just thunder. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out if it's raining out there. It's really hard to tell. We have a security screen and it's hard to see through it most of the time. You know, I think this is still a little bright. Hold on. Whoa, hey, didn't want that to go off. There we go. Is that better? Is that too dark? Okay, so hello everyone. Mark is not here yet, of course, because he's still at work. He will be here momentarily, around 2:30-ish, sort of. So we're going to get started without him. I just wanted to show you a little bit, show y'all something a little bit different today. One of the other things that I do, this is a little leather pouch that I made. It's holding a set of runes. Runes are an ancient form of divination or fortune telling. It's really not fortune telling, but I made these from a piece of redwood. I think it was redwood. Anyway, I burned these in by hand and I varnished them. I cut them, burned them, and varnished them by hand, and I made the leather pouch by hand. So it's a handmade rune set. This is one of the things that I do for my store. And it's the only set that I have left. I had 5 or 6 of them, but they all sold about 8 months ago. So, but they're fun to make. I mean, they're simple. They're time consuming because you have to, you know, every one of them is made separately. Every one of them is made individually. So you really have to, it's detail oriented. So anyway, but yeah, they're all different. Every set, except for the runes. The runes are always the same. But all the pouches are one of a kind, and the embellishments are all different. And I do that on purpose because I don't want people to see, you know, I don't want people to get something that is special and fairly expensive. And oh, I saw one of those just like that in somebody else's home. You know, it's like buying I don't know, Versace off the rack. It's still off the rack. I don't care how expensive it is. That's why I like thrift stores, because you can get stuff there that not a lot of other people have. You probably won't run into them. You know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, that's one of the things. It's real cowhide. It's not goat leather or pig leather. It's cowhide leather. and it's fairly thick and durable, and it will probably never, it will outlast the runes. I can tell you that for sure. Anywho, so I finished 2 journals this week. One of them is the red one that I showed you a few days ago, and then another one, the other one is a true junk journal, and it's got it. I pieced it together. It was so fun. Oh my God. I made it. I made the cover from chipboard and together, and did a twine binding instead of a stitch binding, and it was really, really fun. And okay, Bo, lurk away. It's just fine with me. Thank you, Kayla. So yeah, I'm sorry. Whoa, dudes. No, don't bump that again. Okay, let me scoot my chair over here. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to be coloring in this today. I have decided that I'm going to be using my Caran d'Ache Super Color 2 watercolor pencils, because I wanted to be able to watercolor if I wanted to, and the Super Color pencils do really well on this paper. I checked it in the back, so which was suggested to me last time, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Okay, so what I did was I marked 2 pictures. There's this one, and there's not that one, this one. And they both have koi in them. This one also has she's got a headdress, and there's an octopus arm, and looks like there's fruit and plants. And then this one, it has a lot of koi around her. And I forgot to look up the koi mythology. I'm sorry, guys. And she's actually sitting in the water, which is kind of cool. You know, you can color it as if she's under the water, which is neat. And I know where to get an example of that. So, woohoo! So anyway, which ones do you guys want to do? You want to do this one with number 1, or this one with the octopus and the coral and fruit and grape thing? Number 2. 1 or 2? I got the Loomies. Oh man, lucky girl. Kayla says number 2. Yeah, I don't have very many luminance pencils. I only have like, I don't know, maybe 20. So that it would not be a good thing for me to use on this because of the amount of detail. I have more super colors than that. So we're voting. This is 1. And then the one with the octopus is 2. So which one do you guys want to see me color? 1 or 2? Wow. It doesn't matter. Oh, you already voted 2. It's too late. Everybody says 2. Oh, wow. So far, 3 votes for number 2. You know, I caught a koi once in a little lake up in Shogo. Them buggers fight. Oh, we can do 2. That's not a problem. I just noticed this book it's stitched. That is so cool. we can do two. No problem there. That actually is a good idea. I like doing skin and faces, so that's cool. Oh, the other one has skin and faces too, but this is cool. So this one is called Serene. Oh no, it's called Mother Nature, and I can see why. Let's see. Does she have a little bit of everything? She's got air with the clouds and the butterflies, and water with the water animals, and earth with these horn thingies and the vines and stuff. And fire, does she have anything representing fire? Let's see. No? Maybe they're going with the Chinese zodiac, or the Chinese where they have metal and stuff, because that looks like metal there. I'm not sure. But this should be fun. Excellent. Okay. I'll take my little Post-it note off of there. Save it to sharpener and my little container thingy here. You'd think I'd be more prepared than this. Oh, it's in front of my nose. If it'd been a snake, it would have bit me. Ha! Okay. So I have very limited space, but we're going to try this anyway. There we go. Okay, that's going to work. It's going to have to be kind of tipped like this. And I'm going to start working like over here so you guys can see. Let me scoot this over here. It gives me an extra inch or two. There we go. And I'm just going to, let me do the spine here. There we go. Now it's going to lay flat. It was stuck. That's much better. Much better. All righty. I'm going to move this little cup. I have a shot glass, a Scully shot glass full of paper clips on my table here. It's plastic. I probably will never drink out of it. Probably will never drink again. So, you know, that's good. How to hold that. Okay. Now I need to decide what I want to do. Do I want to do... Hey, Loretta. Oh, you said two also. Pauline's, I was going to use Pauline's. Hadn't decided yet, but I decided on the Super Colors tube because that way, if I want to, I can incorporate watercolor into this with no problem at all without even changing my tools. Plus the Super Colors too, the Caran d'Ache pencils, the watercolor pencils, these are they're really nice pencils, and we get along really well. So that's another reason why I wanted to go ahead and use these. So I hope you're not too disappointed. The Polychromos probably has, that set probably has similar colors. And I can kind of describe, if you need me to, I can kind of describe a color if you don't, can't tell what color it is. And then you can pick something out similar. But like if it's, traditional yellow or orange or blue, like, true blue or something like that, it'll be easy to follow along. Okay, now. The koi I caught, by the way, was not orange. It wasn't a ornamental decorative fish. It was a wild koi. It was grayish. It was really funky looking, but it was really big. It was like the body alone was like bigger than this book. It was huge. Okay, I am going to start. I think I'm going to start with. This looks like these flowers, and this looks like regular old flowers, and this looks like kelp. So this got mixed up. This looks like kelp as well. And then this looks like one of those decorative things that you can find in like a dried flower bouquet. We've got, this looks like a banana, and then grapes. The octopus. You know what? I think I might do the octopus in red. There is a octopus called a red devil octopus, and it is so beautiful. It's absolutely, it's just screaming red. It's beautiful. So I think I might actually do the octopus leg in red. And then, oh my gosh, big thunder. That lightning was bright. Yep. I love storms like this. Okay, let's see. So I think I'm going to start with the kelp. And I think there's a really good color right here. And it is, this is olive gray. And I think I'm going to get something else out here. Olive brown and green ochre. Let's see what those look like. I need my little swatch paper here. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay. So I'm just gonna, yeah, that'll be good for an accent color. Oh, these blend so nicely. Oh my gosh. Yep, that'll work. And then this should be a little brighter. Yeah, that'll work. I think that'll be good. I think I'm gonna need a brighter green now. So hold on just a tick. And this one is olive. No, not that one. Let's go with another. Oh, moss green. Let's see what that one looks like. Yep, that'll work. So what we're going to start with is moss green. Olive brown, which is kind of a greenish brown with some yellow thrown in. Olive gray, which is kind of a true cross between olive green and gray, like a medium gray. And then green ochre, which is leans toward golden, but it's you could, green is obvious. The green is obvious. So I think I'm going to start with the green ochre, and I'm going to start on the kelp with that because it looks like a really good color to base it with. So I'm just going to start here and kind of go really lightly over all of this. Oh, these are so nice. I don't know why I don't use these more often. I really like these. And they go on this paper really well too, so it's good. These are a little harder than Prismas. A little harder. Not too much though. They're not as hard as polys though. Kind of in between there somewhere. So just laying down like a yellowish green kind of base color. I don't know if you guys have ever been at the beach and really picked up the kelp. It's kind of slimy, but picked up the kelp and looked at it and just like held it up to the light and seen, you know, all the different range of colors that are involved in the leaves. It really is quite a mix of greens. It's rather pretty. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm coloring in this book. Look what you guys did. I'm coloring in Serene. This is something I've always wanted to do. That's going to get some shade inside there. And then I might actually leave some white around the edges here. It's already left some there. And I think what I'm going to do is go over that with some like yellow ochre, because the edges of a kelp leaf, a lot of the time they're so thin that the green color kind of gets, I don't know, the green kind of gets muted down, and then the yellow comes out a little bit more. But that's okay, because we can do that. It is good. I put Lady Spring on Instagram this morning. Finished her last night. I can show you guys if I can find it. There she is. Oh, hi, Cindy. Thank you. Hi, Gianluca. Anyway, here's Lady Spring. This is the finished part, the finished piece. And as Pat suggested, I did give her 2 different colored eyes. She's got a green and a blue eye. And the butterfly, I colored it with like swallowtail colors, you know, the orange and yellow and stuff. I took some liberties, but I did. And use that kind of a scheme. And then I went over all of the black because it was a really light grayscale picture. I went over all of the black with a micron pigment pen. So that kind of gave it a pop, made it pop because of the bright colors. But if you look at a swallowtail butterfly, the yellow and is bordered by pretty much black. So. And then her eyelashes are not done in black. Her eyelashes are actually brown. Because I feel like, because I made her a blonde, her black eyelashes would have been too drastic. They would have been too much. So there you got it. There you go. There she is. She was fun. She was fun to do. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. We're supposed to get a lot of rain the next couple days, which probably means flooding. Not for us. We don't get flooded out, but up the street they do. Their yard gets flooded every time when it rains really hard. We don't have a really great, in fact, we don't have a sewer system out in front of our house. It's like a wash beside the road. There isn't even a curb because we live kind of at the edge of Apache Junction. We don't have it as bad as other people do, though. There's other people that live closer to the mountain, that to the Superstition Mountain, that they don't even have pavement because it's an unincorporated part of the city. So they just don't even take care of the streets. It's not covered by taxes or anything. Oh, and I posted a video on my personal Facebook newsfeed of there's a guy locally who has a drone, and he flew over the Superstition Mountain, the main mountain. And there's this part on it called the Flatiron. It's like up at the very top of the mountain. I have hiked that mountain, but not that high. I went to one of the places. It's called Siphon Draw, and there's pictographs. There's like, pictographs on the walls and stuff on the rocks. So that's as far as I got. Up to the Flatiron is a really hard hike. And at the time that I hiked to the Siphon Draw hike to the top of that one, I was in really good shape, and I'm not now. I don't even think I could make it halfway, if that. But maybe someday I'll get up there again. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, it was really cool to see the top of the Flatiron because I've never been up there. For all the time that I've lived here, I've never been up there. And it could be lettuce. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so the guy flew a drone over the top of the Flatiron, and that dang thing it's flat. It is super flat. And I was just looking at that going, oh my gosh, he flew it all around the mountain up there, and oh man, is it beautiful. All kinds of funky, cool rock formations and washes, and it's just gorgeous. So I don't know if you guys want to go over to my Facebook. I think it's a public post, so you could probably watch it. It's just a link to a YouTube video. So, but it's really, really cool. Oh, the thunder's grumbling outside. It's grumbling. Last time we had a really big storm, was it that? We get these things called microbursts, and they're basically a short-lived tornado that doesn't really have a funnel cloud, but the winds can be really bad, and it ripped shingles off the roof, and it blew down our back fence. And we have a dog. The dog wasn't out there, of course, because it was stormy, but I mean, and we're just like, oh no, it's the rainy season. What if it rains again and we're going to get water in the house? That would be a whole other mess. Okay, kind of just go on a base coat here with this color. I'm not sure I want to do this up here. I might want to make that greener. That looks almost like water coming out. I might just take liberties with that and make it water. Oh my goodness, that looks like a fig, now that I think about it. And this truly does look like lettuce or some kind of a plant leaf. You know, in some places they serve you stuff on plant leaves. That looks like cabbage. Well then, I'm just going to keep going. And I am rotating my pencil as I color. But lightly, and like I said, I'm putting in a little base of this color so I can have kind of an undertone of this nice yellowish color. And again, it's green ochre. It's yellow green. It's mostly yellow. So it looks like the koi is coming out of this, and this looks like water. So I'm not going to color that with this. Looks like she's got a kelp collar on. That's what it looks like. This is a really cool picture. So much detail. Okay, now we're going to switch to, let's see, which one is this? And that one is the olive gray. Olive gray. Let's see, and this one is the, ooh, that's such a nice color. Olive brown. Olive brown. And then this one is quite a bit more green, and it is moss green. Oops, moss green. I'm just going to put GR because, so now that I know what they look like, what did I do here? Let's see. Let's go in with some olive gray. Yep, olive gray. There it is. And I'm just going to kind of, oh, you know what? I'm going to sharpen this too because it's looking a little dull. I must have used it before. And I have used it. I mean, I've swatched them, but I'm using the Caran d'Ache Super Color 2 watercolor pencils. Super Color Soft. They're really nice. I love them. I don't have a whole set, but I have enough of a set that I can color effectively. So I'm going to start up in the corners because this color over the other color is making it a little bit darker. So I'm going to kind of go up here in the dark. And a little corner up there. And another reason why I like these pencils, besides the fact that I have the freedom to use watercolor to make them into watercolors, is that besides blending really well, it's really easy to layer. And as you change pressure when you're coloring, the pencils really respond to that. The leads really respond to that. It's really nice. I'm not putting in solid blocks of color. I mean, I am putting in solid blocks of color, but I'm not coloring the whole thing over with this color. I kind of want to give it some shadows and dimension. Oh, mustn't forget this one over here. There's Mark.
A couple minutes yet. I gotta take the puppy out.
Yeah. He's gonna take the dog child out. And then he'll be ready to rock and roll. Well, maybe. Let's get up here. Let me get down inside of there. A little bit more. Make that darker.
No singing today, though.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh. It's really warm in here right now, and I think it's just because of the humidity. Or maybe it's just me. Oh, lots of dark down here, down in this little, it's like a little pocket. Almost. The leaf is gathering together. Is it raining?
Yeah.
Can you leave the door open when you come back in?
Yes.
Okay. So the neighbors have a puppy. Hey, Corolla. Good to see you. The neighbors just got a puppy like a week ago. And Mark, I guess, looked over the fence at it to see what it was because it yips and barks. It's been making noise for 4 hours. And at least. And now it's raining and they left it outside. How mean is that? Anyway. Yeah, so he said it looked like a husky or a husky mix, which would explain its vocalness, I guess you could say. But they leave it outside and it's just constantly yipping and it sounds like it's in pain and you know it's not. But it's quite disturbing. And it bothers me that these people can do that. Just leave it outside to cry for 4 hours. It's really, really, it just seems really mean to me. Mark ran the puppy outside. Let's see, is there any other place that I want to do this? You know, this and this looks like the same thing. It's like shoulder pads, kind of. So I think I'm going to go back with my ochre and I'm going to do that part the same. because I can. So I'm just going to put a light layer of this yellow ochre. I'm sorry, is it yellow? Green ochre, sorry. And give it that base. Hi, Laura. Oh, Kenny, it's okay. You're not late. Coming in after everyone else because you're napping, I don't think that constitutes lateness. I think it just constitutes self-care. That's what I'm saying. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I didn't get a nap today. I usually get a nap sometime in the morning because I'm usually up around 4 o'clock, 4:30, and I was today too. But because of this dog, when I was ready to take a nap, because I can't force myself to sleep because of the insomnia, I can't, I have to wait until I'm actually sleepy to lay down. I didn't get a nap. So I'm just like, duh. I don't really want to have any coffee. Wow, it is raining. Woohoo! We need rain so bad.
Jack was his usual prissy self.
Jack doesn't like the rain. This dog will play in the snow until the cows come home, but he doesn't like to go out in the rain. He's such a baby. Oh, that feels good. I love the sound of the rain. I could sleep. It just lulls me. That's better, I think. Let's put little. Yeah. Oh, here comes Mark. I'm just teasing. So I'm going to go back to my olive gray now, and I'm going to finish what I was doing. I think I didn't get this up here very well. Yeah, these pencils are awesome on this paper. Very nice. I'm really liking this. So what's everybody coloring? I hope interesting things. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Rain video all night. Yep. That sounds nice. Oh, Corolla, you know what? I don't think I saw that until later. I think he was already in bed when I saw that. Or maybe he wasn't up yet. I don't think you saw it.
I did not.
Yeah. You should follow each other on Instagram so you guys can communicate directly. And by the way, that reminds me, everyone, whoever has a YouTube channel, put up 3 hearts after your name in chat so people know that you have a YouTube channel and they can go and subscribe to you and support, and we can support each other. And if you have an Instagram account and you would like people to follow you there, please put up your Instagram name where people can find you. if you want to. You know, you don't have to do anything. I would rather, you know, there's Mark's Rune Master 13. Yeah. Here's Bo's. Thank you, Bo and Laura. Oh, crackling fires, Lulu. I know what you mean. Oh, yeah. I think this year we're going to do some fire pits. Last year I was not in a good place to do fire pits out in the backyard, but we have a fire pit and we have a whole bunch of mesquite wood from when we trimmed our tree, because we had this really super long branch, and then the way the tree is growing, I could see it putting too much weight on the main part of the tree, and I didn't want it to break its splinter, because that's a good way to kill your tree. If it splinters and, you know, it shears away lengthwise, it exposes that wood in there, and fungus and things can get in there and kill your tree. And I was like, Mark, because I used to do landscape maintenance, and so I kind of sort of know what I'm doing. But hi, Amanda. So we chopped off this big branch, and it's been sitting in the side yard curing for over a year. So it should be really ready to burn now. Even if it is getting rained on right now, around here it'll dry up in a day. It doesn't even matter. We just need to rent a chainsaw and chop that puppy up.
Plus, that's been sitting for like a year or so.
Yeah.
So it should be really.
Well, that's what I said. It's nicely cured now. Cured. Yeah.
Sorry. Like doing 3 things at once again.
Oh. Okay. Oh, forgot to do this part over here. And this is olive gray that I'm using right now. It's kind of a grayish green, muted. Probably has a little bit of brown thrown in there. And I mean, putting in mostly just dark shadows with this over the top of the, what was that, green ochre. Putting in shadows so I can go back in with a lighter, not a lighter, it's different. It's got more green in it, another color. And it looks like what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the suggestions that the artist has left for me as far as shadows and light goes, because I like the way that they're placed. I think it looks really good. Have no problems with it at all. So I don't know what this stripy thing is here, though. Looks like it might belong to an animal, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
I know, but there's 2 of them there.
Yeah, I know. It's like
Coral?
No, this is coral. See, I can't figure out what the stripy thing is. That's okay. I'll make it up as I go. Okay. I had to change the orientation of this book in order to get to these little spots over here, because I couldn't crook my wrist that way comfortably. So yeah. Hold on a sec. I got to get some water. All this rain outside is making me thirsty. A snake? What?
The writer says it's the type of mushroom looking coral.
Hey, that's a good idea. Oh my goodness. So today's Tuesday. Friday, I will be coloring in this again. And Sunday, I wanted to know if you guys have any suggestions for anything that you would like to see me do as far as tutorials or, I don't know, something different, crafts, ephemera, whatever. Do you guys have any suggestions for Sunday? Type of fungus. That's cool, Loretta. Thank you. I will have to color accordingly. Not applying very much pressure, but there's a lot of pigment coming out of this pencil. The lead is really agreeable. I'll put it that way. Lead, pigment, core, because it's certainly not a lead like graphite. Oh man, that rain smells good. I just want to go play in it. I'm thinking that this under part here needs a little bit of work. Corolla, these are Caran d'Ache Super Color Soft 2s. They're watercolor pencils, and I chose them in case I want to incorporate a little bit of watercolor into this picture. That way I won't have to actually change my tools. I can just use these. But man, these are nice. These are really nice. I'd love to have a whole set. I don't know which ones I'm missing. I have a list somewhere. I don't know where it is. I was buying them 3 or 4 at a time because they're not real expensive, but they're also not the cheapest ones either. So I was doing the whole pick and choose thing. So yeah, but well, eventually, I guess, right? Yep. Eventually, I shall have these set. They're awesome. I love them. I tend to like Caran d'Ache products anyway, like the Luminance and the these and oh, what else is there? But yeah, they're pretty good quality. I also like the Derwents. Now, Prismacolors are good. Prismacolors is like there's no guilt attached to using them because you can use them and sharpen them, and you know it's not that big a deal if you lose a lead or anything like that. But for these and Luminance, oh my gosh, I avoid sharpening those as long as I possibly can because at $4 and where I get them on Blick.com. They're like $4 and something a pencil. That's why I can only get a couple at a time. That's why anybody can only get a couple at a time. Well, mostly anybody. Some people can, and this isn't one of my strong suits, save up the money and buy them all at once. Yeah, no. That's an expensive set. Expensive. Let's see here. I think I'm going to go up here as well. Pretty cool. So you guys, I have this, I'm subscribed to this ghost hunter, and she's going to do, she just sent out she uploaded a video about the Winchester Mystery Mansion. I don't know if you guys know all about that. If you don't, I encourage you to look it up, because the house, people say that it's haunted. I don't know. I've never been there. But it's an interesting house. She just kept building and building on it. And apparently she kept building and building on it because a medium or a psychic told her that if she stopped building on it, she would die, I think. Anyway, it's really rather interesting. And I've never been to the Mystery Mansion, but when I was in California, I passed the freeway. Melody, hi. I'm sorry. How are you? Kenny, I agree. Derwent and Karan Dash are their quality. Yep. And I don't care if I have to buy a different pencil sharpener because they're too big to go in the other one, but that's a minor thing, you know. I want to be able to, if I need, if I want something a higher quality, better pigment, easier pigment spread and blending, then I want to be able to have that, because there are times when you want to start from scratch, Okay, let me see. Olive brown. Okay, let's go with the moss green. And the moss green I'm going to start at the edges where I've left white spots. I'm going to cover those over with the moss green because it's like a yellowish kind of green. It's green, but it's got a little more yellow in it. So I'm going to start out here, and I'm just going to go real light and blend into the darker color. And I might actually go over that with a little bit of yellow. Well, let me go find my yellow ochre and see what it looks like real quick.
Just so you know, your focus keeps bouncing.
That is my head hitting the camera.
No, I mean, it's like it goes into focus, it comes out of focus. It goes into focus, it comes out of focus.
Well, that's no good. It's probably because my hand is in there.
Yes, because it only seems to happen when you're in there coloring.
Yeah, it's focusing on my hand, I think. Let me see here.
Melody says she's okay. She was just typing in hellos and didn't get to reply.
Okay. Oh, Kenny, I know, huh? You get all these pencil sharpeners. That's okay, Melody. No worries. I'm not going to think you're ignoring me or anything. It's just chat can go slow, and I type slow, so I'm used to seeing, I'm used to that. Let's see. Yellow, yellow, yellow. That is not yellow. Oh, I might have found it. Nope. That is definitely not it. Let's see over here. Oh, that looks like it. Light ochre. That'll work. That'll work. And that's probably a darker ochre. That is. So I'm going to get that one out too. And these are all arranged in my case according to number. So I'm going to have a heck of a time getting back in there. Okay, let me see. Let's try this light. It's light. Let me sharpen it first. Light ochre. Very light yellowish color. And I have a feeling that once I put it over the moss green, it's going to be very nicely colored. It just seems like that's going to be the ticket. So I'm just going to go around oh yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, I bumped the camera again. Sorry, peoples. Sorry, guys. Yep, you know what? That works really well on the edge. Yeah, I like that. And now I'm going to go over it again with this and see what happens.
Oh my God. Wherever Melody is, it's going to be 6 a.m. and she still hasn't gone to bed.
Melody, oh my gosh. You must be exhausted. Poor thing.
I remember when I used to be able to do that.
Right. Okay. That doesn't look half bad right there. So I'm going to put down a light layer of this moss, switch to yellow. Oops, that won't work. Switch to the light ochre. And then back to moss. Kind of just blend it all together. Let me see what this looks like. Right there. That's not bad either. It's a little dark, but it would still work. Maybe on a darker portion. Actually, it works just fine because not all of them are going to be the same color. So the colors are consistent. It's just that they're not all in the same places. So we're doing okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 colors for my kelp. Unusual for me, but I'm being picky with this one. I want this one to look really good. Let's go back up here with the moss. Oops. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Beautiful. And I think I'm going to have to put more layers on though because I want the color to deepen. So that's typical of me. A little bit more moss in through here. I really like the way that this is blending. It's really nice. Oh my God, I made beef stew yesterday, you guys. It was so stinking good. Oh, we haven't had beef stew in so long. I tend to not make stuff like that in the summertime because it's just too dang hot. When it's 118 outside, you really don't want to make something that's going to heat up your kitchen very much. Okay, Kenny. Thank you, Laura. And if you guys could, if you're talking to me, if you're directing something at me, please put it in all caps so that I know that you're talking to me and also so I can see it. I wear bifocals, and if it's in caps, it looks different even if it's blurry. So it tends to catch my eye. Yes, I'll still miss stuff, but if it's in all caps, it helps me see it more readily. I'll just put it that way. It's more likely that I'll see it. Oh, let's see here. Yeah. I really like this. This is so fun. Ah! I really like blending these colors and finding out what they look like, you know, while you guys are watching, because, I mean, if I mess up, you don't have to. If you say, don't do that, unless that's what you want it to look like, you know, then you can do that. But, yep. Okay, I got to take off my sweat jacket. Hold on a sec, guys. Empty my pockets. I'll inevitably lose something somewhere. Or wash it, and that would be bad. Ooh. Okay. Pencils. Oops. Won't work that way, will it? You know, where's my other one? my olive gray. I missed a spot here. I think I want to go over this with the olive gray a little bit. Make that a little darker. Looks like a little pocket or a corner down there, something.
Hey, did you ever figure out autofocus?
No.
Not autofocus then. I think it's trying to go back and forth between the pencils in your left hand and the drawing that you're trying to tell us.
Okay.
I think.
Mark is giving me, I don't think you guys can hear him. He's giving me pointers about how to try to keep this thing from doing the whole focus dance. Focus dance. Okay, picture book. Move over there because I'm out of frame. I'm going to move some stuff. Seems like my space gets smaller and smaller as my interests get more and more. Oh, there's that thing. I make templates for my stuff that I put in the junk journals, and that way I don't have to worry about making them all the same size. Not that they should all be the same size because they're junk journals, but you know, sometimes you want them all the same size. If you don't, you just don't use the template. Simple. Let's see, is this moss? That is olive gray. All right, I think I'm done with, it's kind of hard to see where this is going here.
For all the things your new word focus dance should be in the dictionary for 2019.
Thank you. The whole, oh, yes, thank you, Corolla. I appreciate that. Because you guys probably didn't hear Mark saying that, so I got to remind myself that you can't hear him. So we've been watching Ancient Aliens lately. It's on Netflix. And, you know, I really like the show because it's like one of those, what if? Kind of like, you guys remember In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy? Well, it was In Search Of, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I used to love that show. Me and my stepdad used to watch it a lot. And my mom didn't like it. I think it scared her. I'm going to leave some of that. I'm going to leave some of that ochre just yellow and not color at all. So I think autofocus. Melody, yeah, it probably. Rose Red? I love that show. Wait, is it a show? Is it a series now?
I think so. I think I saw something about that being a series.
No, I was talking about Ancient Aliens, but if Rose Red is a series, dang. I would love to see that. Oh shoot. Sorry guys. Let's get that yellowish stuff in here on the ends of the leaves.
You're working on bringing out the new Penny Dreadful.
Penny Dreadful. Oh my gosh. I freaking love that show, but I like, oh, what's her name anyway? The star of the Penny Dreadful?
Yeah, give me a minute.
Eva Green. I love her. She's so cool. She's so pretty. And man, those clothes, those costumes were to die for, were they not? Oh my gosh.
Victoria says hi.
Victoria! Hi there. I'm coloring kelp. At least I think it's kelp. I think I need this one back here. Yeah, that looks a little better. For a while there, I thought we were going to lose power because we had a thunderstorm blow through, but I think the thunder is gone and we're just going to have rain now. Although sometimes it seems like it circles around and comes back. which is fine too. I love thunderstorms. Let's see here. What is this one? This one is the olive brown. I think I'm going to take some of this olive brown back inside here too. Just right up close to her head and in some shadowy parts. Because it's kind of more neutral. It may not be darker, but it's more neutral. And if you're in the shadows, the colors kind of neutralize. So, kind of makes sense to me. That looks so cool. Oh my gosh. Let's do that in here somewhere. And I'm not applying a lot of pressure right now. I'm just putting a little bit of color in because I don't want to cover up the color that's already there. I just want to blend it a little bit. Oh yeah. So I like that so much better.
So Kenny's looking for a new show to watch. Serious drama, mystery, no horror. Gosh. But wait.
Fringe.
It's just like Penny
Fringe
yeah, Fringe is great.
would be cool. It's kind of like a sciencey sort of drama kind of. It's a neat show. Well, the dog next door shut up finally. Probably they let it in because it's raining. Guess if that's what it takes, right? Old movies, yes, Melody. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? Yes, I love that. That whole song where she sings whatever happened to Daddy, and she's dressed up like a baby doll, and she's 100 years old, and it looks just so, oh, it's creepy, surreal creepy. Oh my gosh. Yes, and the woman, what's her name? I can't remember her name, with the blonde hair. Yes, Victoria. Dang it. No, I see what it's doing. I see it.
I have no idea what's causing it.
No, I don't either. I wonder if it's the weather. Hey, Rochelle. You sneaked in, which is fine. Sneakiness is not a bad thing. Ask Gollum. Okay, let me see here. I think I'm going to use...
still thinks autofocus is on.
It probably is. It probably is. And I don't want to mess with it right now. And I forgot to turn it off last time. So I apologize for that. It's a pain, I know. So this is the olive gray again. I'm going to just go up here a little bit with this. And let me find my olive brown because I see a couple spots over here that I kind of want to darken up. Or mute out, actually. Muting them. That's better.
Kenny says if you have something small but colorful to place inside the frame, that might help.
Little bag of glitter things. Maybe that'll help. They're little like plastic glitter flowers for the junk journals. They're not really glitter, but they're plastic, kind of cutouts. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that. I will try whatever it is you guys suggest. It doesn't work, it doesn't work. It works, it works. Yahoo! There we go.
So far, it seems to be.
Good, good. Mark says it seems to be working. So I'm not watching the screen or the chat right now. I'm kind of concentrating on where I'm coloring. So he's keeping an eye on it for me. Wow, these pencils are just layering and layering. This is really nice. So, there is a little, there's a color, Kenny, it's a colorathon, Australia colorathon. You sent me a note about it, a message about it this morning. Can you, I know that you can't post, you're not a mod, so you can't post a link, but can you give us a little bit of information about it? And then we can go look at Victoria coloring with Vicky. Oh yeah, Corolla, if you're falling asleep, you go ahead and go to sleep. Yeah. Corolla, because yeah, you can't. If your body says sleep now, you should do it. Your body's pretty smart when it comes to stuff like that. Okay, I believe you, because that one it seems to have worked. It's awesome. See, I was looking at this, and this just kind of reinforces this picture, kind of reinforces the whole adult coloring thing, because look at, she's a leaf and an arm is strategically placed here. So, yay. Thanks, guys. Good choice of pictures. Let's see. Mark, can you look up on YouTube Coloring with Vicky? Because Vicky is going to be doing helping with a color-a-thon, Australia coloring-a-thon. And it just sounds like fun. It does. Color-a-thons are fun. Okay, enough of that. I'm going to go back to the moss green, and I am going to, we meaning I'm going to go in here and kind of green up and blend some of it randomly, mostly, toward the end of the leaves, toward the edge. And I'm just putting down like a little thin layer, enough to show a little bit of color. Because I don't want it all to look, I don't want it to look all the same. I want it to be kind of modeled, random, and have subtle differences in the color. Oh, I should have put a darker color down there too. What's this? Olive gray. I'm going to put that down here on the underside of this leaf. Then I'm going to come back with the olive brown and put that on the underside of this leaf. And that kind of blends it so that it looks like it's fading, sort of. Fading from one color to the next. Oh my goodness, that rain sounds wonderful. Oh look, there's a grayscale part here. It's gray, which helps me. I'm going to go over that with this olive color, olive gray.
Yep, that link appears to be the correct one.
Awesome.
I just tested it, and it does take you to Vicky's site where she's got a post for the Australian special event.
Awesome. So you guys, Mark just posted Vicky's link, Coloring with Vicky. She's going to be helping with a colorathon at November 24th, which is my sister's birthday, by the way. And Kenny has written the description above. Hi, Mousy Deb.
I don't see anything.
I don't see it either, but thank you, Kenny, for whoever asked that and you answered. Thank you.
That happened before, though. Somebody put something in chat and nobody could see it.
Oh, you know what? If you put something in that's over a certain amount of characters, the chat won't accept it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like, if you type a big old long thing and it disappears, it's just because it gets kicked out. So you kind of have to put in like an ellipsis so to tell everybody that there's more to follow.
Huh.
I'm going to add some yellowish ochre down here on the ends of these leaves and blend it up a little bit on some of them because it looks neat. And I'm going to then go back in and go over that with some more of this color, which is moss green. I don't know what color these, I guess these are like vines. These little viney things. What color? Should they be brown or? Because it looks like there might be some more up here, but I don't know, man. Huh. I don't know what color to do. There's some more coming out here. It kind of looks like they're branches, but it didn't. I don't know if these are the same as these. These just look like something like it's water. Maybe it's just water. What do you guys think?
Focus things back.
Oh man. Let's see. Let's see if I can. School bus.
Deb says the under leaves look like vines, and I agree.
Those, yeah. But
And
should they be?
Cindy says that on kelp they're kind of translucent tan green.
Okay, awesome. Then that is what they shall be colored. Kind of translucent brown, tan green. Which is sort of like what the leaves look like. Sort of. Because I'm using the ochre and the gray, olive green, and the olive brown and all that. Okay, now I'm going to go back over these a little bit with a really light layer of moss green.
Giant kelp have those long things that are their stems.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And Deb says, under the fish left of your leaves look like water.
Like here? That does look like water right there. Hey, you know, another good show is that Orphan Black.
Oh, yeah.
That was a really good show. It's a BBC show. That was pretty good.
Firefly.
Firefly.
Sorry, that's like my all-time favorite.
Your all-time favorite. You know what? A lot of people like that show. Mark says Firefly.
Loretta says it's the same stuff you're coloring.
No.
I don't know, above those leaves, what is that, grapes?
That looks like grapes. Yeah. And I don't, it's really hard to tell what this is. And this looks like water. That's why I said I'm going to take some artistic license with it, because I want to, I don't know what it is. Maybe I should look up some other No, I don't want to do that. I just want to color it my way, like Dee Dee would say.
No, that's a good point. Cindy says that the part you're saying looks like water looks like a lily pad leaf too.
This is true. Lily pad leaf, it does look like that. It's a little confusing.
Yeah, it's got that whole jump thing going again.
But that's okay. Makes it challenging, right?
Kenny doesn't know what Firefly is? Oh no!
What? Oh my gosh, Kenny. It's a really fun show. It's sci-fi. I don't know if you like sci-fi. It's pretty fun. Firefly or the movie Serenity.
Oh, there's a thought. Kenny says your book. I'm wondering, does your book Belle?
Yep.
I'm wondering if it's because it's even though it's a little bit, one section's just a little bit higher than the other, it's trying to focus that.
Yep, I had that thought too. That's why I keep trying to push the page down, because it is, there's a hump in the page.
Didn't we start to watch Emergence?
Emergence. It sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar. Rochelle asked about it, and I kind of. Oh, there we go. She put it back up. Okay. Why does that sound so familiar?
I think we may have started to watch it.
I'm thinking that's one of the ones that we picked up like the first season in DVD.
Yeah.
And we haven't been able to find the rest of the season.
Oh, Mark thinks that Emergence is a show that we shop at this place where you can trade in old books and get credit in the store, and we frequently do that to get DVDs. And he thinks that we got like the first season of Emergence, and that we couldn't find any other ones. It must be popular. Let's see. Let's add a little bit more yellow down here. I'm sorry, ochre. It's not yellow.
Kenny says emergence starts out cheesy, but gets good.
Emergence.
I don't know. We've had so many of those that we picked up and
I know.
never
We-
been able to continue with.
Right. We like to get stuff, especially if it's basically free, which it is from Bookman's, because we just trade stuff in for it. We like to get stuff that we don't know anything about, because it's there's no, we can always bring it back and trade it in for something else, right? So so we get stuff that we don't really know about, and we bring it home and watch it. Most of the time, by reading the back of the DVD, you can tell, if it's going to be the least little bit appealing. And we've been pretty lucky so far. There's only been a couple of things that we haven't really liked, and I can't even remember what those are. But
Really quick, Melody wants to know if you're using Pablo's.
no, Melody, these are Caran d'Ache. Oh, upside down, Sally. I don't know if it's going to focus. And it's gold, so you'll probably not even be able to see it. But they're Caran d'Ache Supra Color 2 soft watercolor pencils. So they're cool. I love Caran d'Ache products. And these are really nice. They're very cool to watercolor with as well. You don't have to watercolor with them, obviously. They're good colored pencils, just as colored pencils. But yeah, I love them. They're really nice. I think I need to do a little bit more blending in there. Let's see.
Oh, nope. We have not gotten emergence.
Oh,
Just look it up.
okay. Mark just looked up emergence, and no, we don't have it.
And it is not on YouTube. I mean, it's YouTube. It's not on Netflix.
Not on Netflix. Yeah.
Oh, CB says hi.
Hey, Connie, how you doing?
Oh, Melody wants to know if you're using the Supers wet or dry.
I'm using them dry, but I wanted to have the choice. I may go in and wet them later, some parts of them, and that's why I used these for this. Also, I tested them out in the back of the book on one of the sheets of paper, and they really are nice on this paper. So that kind of clinched the deal there. I was going to use something like this anyway and didn't know which ones to use, with, ink tints or which ones, but these are really nice. So I thought about using polychromos, but I kind of wanted to be able to switch to watercolor if I wanted to. I wouldn't use a lot of water with these because of the paper that it's on. Maybe a mostly dry brush technique, but I just wanted to be able to switch. There's a bug on my table. I'd smush him, but that would shake the camera. It's a little flying bug. It's like the kind that comes out of your flower pots and in your inside house plant, in your house plants. The kind that lives in the dirt. Those little gnats. Gosh, I hate those. This one, is this the olive brown? Yes. Putting in a little bit more olive brown down here in this darker spot because it's begging for it. It said so. And here, kind of where the leaf tucks under the other leaf. That's cool. We're good. We're good. That needs color right there. Even though it's all dark grayscale, it still needs color on top of it. I want to be consistent as much as possible anyway. Really interesting picture. Really interesting.
There's so much going on.
There is a lot going on in this picture. It's just incredible. Can't wait to get to her skin. Oh my gosh. Moss green? Yep, moss green. Blending some of that olive gray with my moss green. Because not only am I changing, it's changing the color, you're blending the color, but it's also, you know, now instead of just using 4 colors, I'm using 8 colors or 10 colors or whatever because of the blending.
Nick and Tina, say hi.
Hey, Nick and Tina. Or is this Nick?
Where's Tina?
It's probably Nick. Nick's usually the one that comes in. So is this Nick or is this Tina? Hey, Nick, how are things going? I know you guys have your hands full and you're probably going through some rough times, and I apologize. I'm sorry for that. My heart goes out to you. Please tell Tina we said we love her. Hugs to both of you and all of that, because it's true. Mr. Mockingbird is in the backyard. I think that's a Mr. Mockingbird. You're good now? Cool. Joe Beth.
What? He's right. She's right. The pencil's in your hand.
Rah! Rah! Mark teases me all the time because I do that. It's just really convenient. You're funny, Kenny. I know. I didn't get it at first either. I was like, "What, Freddy Krueger?" And then I was, "Oh, geez."
Yeah, I was looking at the image. I was like, "What?" And then I saw all the pencils. Like, oh yeah, I get it.
That totally makes sense. Oh my goodness. You guys make me smile. Thank you.
Oh, Nick and Tina are back on Friday nights.
Oh, yay! Woohoo! Nick and Tina, I'm glad to hear that you're coming back on Fridays. Yay! Like I said, the more the merrier, right? What's this one? Green ochre. Let's see what this one. What does this button do? I used to love Dexter's Laboratory. Oh my gosh. My kids watched it, and I was not afraid to admit that I was kind of hooked. I would have been Dee Dee. I would have totally been Dee Dee. I wouldn't have been Dexter. I would have been Dee Dee poking all the buttons and going. Picky, picky, picky. Yep, I am picky when it comes to stuff like this. Am I using the right color? Let's see. Olive brown. Yep, I'm using the right color. I don't like this spot right here. That's better. I am applying a little bit more pressure right there. You know what I need? I need that. No, not that one. This one. Need something a little bit harder underneath here because it's really soft. And when I want to do detail, it works better if I've got something a little harder. And that's what this is for. It's just one of those little mat, cutting mats. Mark got them for me at Walmart, and I cut it up. It's not one of those, I mean, it does have a smoother side and a rougher side, but I can't see through it. So using it for a palette is really difficult. But I can use my Tim Holtz. This is a tempered glass cutting mat. And because it's got this spot over here, and you can see the squares in it, it's really good for using with stuff. I can put marker on there and it washes off. I can put these on there, it'll wash off. Doesn't work as well with the pencil as a one of those cheapy dollar store cutting mats does, but it still works. I can use it for all kinds of stuff. And markers like water-based markers, I can probably use alcohol-based markers on it too. I haven't, but the water-based markers I've put on here like a palette and colored off of that. It's really cool. Really cool. I don't remember how much we paid for this, but I absolutely adore it. It's like there's, now that I'm making junk journals again, I'm using it every day. So it's awesome. Tina wants to watch back your pointillism stream. Oh, thank you, Nick. I'm glad she liked it. I hope, if she does any artwork using it, I would love to see it. That is awesome. Thank you. That makes me feel good. I think a lot of people found that pretty interesting, and that's good. I aim to please.
Kenny loves the Tim Holtz cutting mat, glass cutting mat.
Yeah, that's what this is. The Tim Holtz, yeah.
I'm just reading this. And I think we paid between 20 and 30 for it. I don't really remember.
Okay, Mark says he thinks we paid 30 for it, 20 or 30 for it. Got it off Amazon. It was really inexpensive. I mean, I think it was like 43 at Hobby Lobby. So it might have come out to the same price. Stop doing that, camera. Sheesh. It might have come out to around the same price with a coupon, but what the heck,
And Tina loved your journal too, according to Nick and Tina.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you, Nick. Tell Tina I said thank you. Let's see here.
I don't know what's causing that bounce. I've run out of ideas.
I don't know either. Maybe that'll help. Put my rough sleeve in there. So we've got a little bit done so far. We've got about 20 minutes left. So that's good. But we've got a little bit done today. It's not looking too bad. It's coming along. I'm actually learning to color and talk at the same time. So yeah.
You got me beat.
Yeah. So I asked a little while ago what you guys might want to do for Sunday for a tutorial or for something different, even if it's not a tutorial. What do you guys want to do? Because there's a lot of options. I can do a tutorial. Let's see, we've got jewelry. I'm going to sneeze. I apologize, but I'm going to sneeze. Woo. Thank you. Okay, I'm good now. Usually don't sneeze more than once at a time. If I do, there's really something out there. Anyway. Yeah, I know, Kenny. It is autofocus, and I gotta. Thank you, Connie. Yeah, Mark, remind me to check those settings because this is ridiculous.
That's the first time it's been doing it, though. That's what's funny.
Yeah. What do you guys have any ideas about something you wanted? I can figure out something to do, but I wanted to ask you guys.
Cindy says glows in color pencil coloring.
Glow, like candlelight and such as that. For Sunday. I could do that. Gonna go over that a little bit with my moss green. And I'm just doing a little piece at a time because I'm just trying to get it kind of blended and random. I don't want it to be too uniform.
Yes, and glows behind things.
Glows behind things. Okay. And
Michelle's gotta leave.
Okay, bye, Rochelle. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. All love to you too. That's so sweet. Yeah, I can do the glowy thing. That would be kind of fun. I will
Kenny says color something glowing.
colors.
I don't know, like a pumpkin glowing?
I could do a pumpkin glowing. Actually Lisa Matrokin has a really great glowing pumpkin tutorial out in her YouTube videos. Really great. And she makes a lot of good points. And I would be actually relaying some of those points to you because I agree with her, and I do a lot of the things the same, a lot of coloring things the same.
A glow through a window at night would be nice to throw in.
A glow from a window as if you are outside it or as if you are inside and you're seeing like the moonlight. It matters because it would be a different kind of color.
Cindy says she just can't get things to look like they have a glow behind. And Deb says outside.
So you would be standing outside looking in a window, or the glow is coming from outside? I'm sorry. Yes, Cindy, the pumpkin, yes. Glow from inside. Okay, so that would be like firelight or candlelight or something. That would be fun.
Ooh, firelight.
Fire. That would be fun. So let me just write that on a reused Post-it. I will stick it on my computer screen. It's where it will annoy me and I will not miss it. Glow. Glow from behind. And glow from inside. Cool. We can do glow. Not a problem. I ain't scared.
How does Lisa spell her last name? Lisa
spells her last name Mitrokh. Okay. What is this? Moss green. Mossy Moss. Going to put a little bit more pressure right here because this part is folded, so it's going to be doubled. However, I am going to put a little bit of yellow of the ochre inside there too, so that it's kind of matching and not too green. Because I don't want it to be too green. I want it to look like kelp-ish color. I'm really enjoying this. This is fun. I've never done this stuff before. This kelpy stuff. Never kind of haven't colored underwater things yet. I know how to kind of, in theory, know how to do it, but I just haven't had the opportunity to. It's not that I'm avoiding it. Honestly, it isn't. It's just something I haven't done yet. But then again, you know, there's a lot of stuff I haven't done yet. Okay, I need that other darker green. This is my olive brown because there's a spot here that's behind a flower. And I kind of wanted to put a darker shade there. And then another lighter shade here. And kind of blend it down. No, that's not far enough. Let's go a little further. Here we go. I think I'll do the koi in like orange and white. I want him to be spectacular. When I get to the koi. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to hold off doing the skin and the face because I love doing that. One of my favorite things.
Does anybody know the name of Polychromos color 279?
You can go on dickbook.com and look there. They have a color chart. I believe they sell polychromos. I think they do. If they don't, Jerry's Artorama does. One of the two of those websites sells open stock, and when you go and look at the colors, they have a whole long list of the colors, and beside the colors, they have the numbers. So, and I'm pretty sure that they have a file that you can print out that shows you what they are. Not 100% sure because I haven't printed it out. I don't really didn't need to. I didn't feel the need to. Let's see. Where's my mossy moss green? Mossy? There is the mossy. Mm-hmm. Well, that looks pretty dang good. I like it. I like the way that it looks.
Well, according to their color chart, they don't have a 279.
279 in polychromos? They don't? Faber-Castell?
According to their color chart, they do not.
Huh.
They have a 278 and a 280. Unless, I mean, this might only be
That's
a
weird.
small color chart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it for a particular set?
It says Faber-Castell Polychromos Color Pencil 120 colors.
That should be the biggest set. I'm thinking. I'm not sure.
And I freely admit that I'm like just kind of
Winging it?
Yeah.
Mark's winging it. He looked up the polychromos colors to see if he could answer that question, and he's winging it.
I'm doing my best. I'm tap dancing as fast as I can.
See, Connie says they don't have that number either. Or she says she does not think they have that number.
See, and this confirms that.
And it could be that they discontinued that number.
Well, how dare they?
I know. Mark's like, how dare they? Seriously, I know. Well, somebody had an accident in the rain. I hear sirens and stuff.
Oh, I found an old chart that said 179 was B-Stray, B-I-S-T-R-E.
Oh, B-Stray. Yes, yes. It's like a brownish cream color. Oh yeah, B-Stray. It should be there. I have it. It's an interesting color too. And I'm pretty sure that dickblick.com, I think they have that open stock. So you might want to check there. I'm not sure. Okay. Do you guys see any other leaves that I should color with these colors? Any other kelpish type leaves? I'm still doing layers, very thin ones, very light layers. Oh my gosh, did you guys watch Laura's live stream this morning? That leopard cat, the winged cat that she's doing. Oh my god, that thing is beautiful. She's so talented. All right, she would say she's not talented. She would say she's skilled. So she's skilled. I can adjust. Ah, yes, see, Kenny has that color too. That's an awesome color. I like these unusual colors because you can use them in like all kinds of, like sandbar brown. That's kind of an unusual color for the for Prismacolors. That's an unusual color, sandbar brown. But it works really well as a color to blend into a skin tone, or rocks, or sand, or trees. It's just really cool. Okay. That looks like a peony. A peony? Thinking maybe I should color this one the same Kelpie color. I think I will. Hey, Shalene is on. Live adult planner talk. Just so you guys know, in case you're not getting that notification. You mean, I know, Mousy, I know. I totally understand what you mean. It's crazy. Okay, let me think here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and color this little guy down here. The strategically placed leaf right there. So I'm gonna start with olive gray. Oh, the glue is peeling off my finger. I'm sorry, guys. I'm covered with glue and dye and distress ink and stuff like that. I don't mind it. Really light layer of this olive gray. Really light, because I don't want to start by drowning out my other colors. You know what I mean? And I'm leaving the edges white because I'm going to go in there with the moss green and the ochre, which worked really well. So now I've got this olive brown. So I think I'll make this stem thing more olive brown and bring that down a little bit along the vein, that middle vein, like that.
Five minutes.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Okay. What is this one? Green ochre. Let's put a little bit of that up here too. Just to make sure that it's all tied in together. Looks pretty neat. Birds are singing. And I am going to go back and shade this more underneath these grapes with the olive brown. I was just concentrating on leaves right now, so, but I'll do that. Probably do that off camera. Here we go. Oh, let's see. What time do we have? 1:56. We have been on for 1 hour and 56 minutes, and I don't feel like it's been 1 hour and 56 minutes. I feel like it's been like 20 minutes. Because you guys are so fun. I swear. Okay. Let's see if I can get this done. Just leaf. Just this leaf. So you guys want to color glowy stuff on Sunday. So if you want to color glowy stuff on Sunday, find yourselves a picture with something that glows in it, so you can follow along with your choice of picture, and make sure that you have your pencils, whichever pencils you want to use. And what we'll do is we'll try and even if I'm using a different color pencils than you are, it's pretty easy to compare, you know, pick the same type of color. Like if I was going to say, take out goldenrod and Prismacolors, it would be like bright yellow orange in another set. So it's not really that hard to figure out a comparable color. We can work on that. JoBeth, almost time for you to rest. Almost time for me to rest. No, I gotta have dinner. I gotta do my blood work, and I gotta test my blood sugar and have some dinner, and then by that time it'll be, if I take a nap, I'll be up until, oh hell, I'll be up until midnight anyway. Never mind. Heck, adult live stream, potty mouth, warning. Yeah, I tried to say, yeah, I'll be up till midnight, but I'm going to be up till probably anyway, because I just have trouble sleeping. Until I take my meds, then I'm pretty much out. But yeah, it's really frustrating. You know, one thing that I have not done yet, and that is, I have not used either watercolor pencils or watercolors for, oh no, I did once for skin. I haven't made that a common practice with myself, which might be really interesting to do. Laura's really good at it, and I learned a lot from watching her. So, okay, I am going to put my pencils down now, even though I don't want to. Potty mouth. Yeah, anyway, you guys, it's about time for me to get off of here and get out of the way for other streamers and go have my dinner. And I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. You guys always make me feel better, even when I feel like poop. And I appreciate that. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are awesome. So I'm going to let you go. Here's what we got so far. Let me just hold it up a little bit. Those colors. We've got some colors coming in. Okay. We got kind of a little bit there. We got kind of a little bit done. Enough that we can say we got a little bit done. So there we are. Anyway, peace, love, or should I say love? And remember, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Make fun. Take care of each other. Smile, hug. You never know when you'll never have another chance. I mean, you know what I mean. Anyway, take care, everyone. We will see you on Friday. We'll see you on Friday. And we'll work some more on this lady. Oh, yes, definitely. Be safe, everyone. Absolutely. Okay. Bye-bye.